Natalie Nunn Lyrica just got caught up in lies and it's getting dirty and messy. The video was so long that I had to split it up for you guys. It was going to be 40 minutes. Well, they both end up going on live, taking it on each other.
Oh, she's taking it.
Today we're going to expose the BS and who actually wrote the lyrics. Let's go. And I have Lyricas verse. Trust me, you're going to want to watch this whole video because I think I'm the only one that has it. Now, Lyrica said that there's more to the video of her chasing Natalie. Well, Natalie's claiming that's not true.
That's the end of the video. There's nothing else to the video. What? Please stop lying and capping. This is not Love and Hip Hop. This is not, you used to beg me to be on that too, and I wanted no parts of it because I didn't want to be a part of the messy family drama, the storyline that you had going on. I never, ever got involved in none of that shit. All the bullshit you used to try to drag me into when you were on Love and Hip Hop. Nat, can you come on an episode? Because da-da-da wants to fight me.
Bitch, you was crying, begging me to get you on Love and Hip Hop. Begging. Mo didn't want to have shit to do with you. Said you was washed up. Girl, what?
Now, guys, we have an old receipt from 7 years ago, and Natalie basically tried to pitch herself to be on the show. On a now deleted post, Natalie posted way back with her and Lyrica. She said, spent the day with my best friend Lyrica, and when I say best friend, we're talking 15 plus years. So now the question is, how do you guys feel about me joining Love and Hip Hop? Because I'll be damn all this drama going on. They don't want no smoke. I don't like my bestie in drama. Bitches trying her.
I never, ever got involved in none of that shit.
Why would you pitch yourself like that if you didn't want to be on the show?
You know what was crazy? After all the shit she said, right? When I walked over there, she was still such a fake ass bitch. Like, hi, oh my God, it's not like she. Oh, Lyrica, hi. Wait, bitch, you should have knew it was up after the bullshit podcast you done been going on and all the shit you done been talking. Yo, these bitches are fake.
Now, originally, Lyrica said that Lemmy was trying to get her off the song. But it turns out that Natalie actually contacted her and told her that she was moving in a different direction because now she wants the song on Baddie's Africa.
Like, I be so lost. And you were contacted, and I told her, listen, I really wanted you to be on the song. We had shot the video. Unfortunately, now I gotta reshoot certain scenes, take scenes out. Because we are going in a different direction with the song. We're now gonna make it the theme song for Baddie's Africa. It didn't make sense for her to be on the song. We could have done another song together. I don't know. Maybe I could have put her on Doing What I Want. You see how kick themselves, put their foot in their own mouth. The whole record had nothing to do with you. After we told you we were using it for the theme song for Baddies, you were mad. Just tell everybody you were excited to be on the song, you wanted to be a part of it, and you were upset because we went in a different direction. Just say that. Everybody needs to just be real. Stop being a fake ass bitch like you were. Talking about we came up there as an entourage and that we were eating at the restaurant. We were eating there. We had already been sat down and ate. We were in the whole other side of the restaurant. Once I noticed you were sitting over there, I just simply walked over there. You came up there with 5 people. I came up there with 1, 2, 3. Because we were going to Louis Vuitton, my team, to get their annual Christmas gifts.
Now, Natalie says that she walks around with securities, but there is no video footage of her with security, but it would make sense she did have security, but she did definitely have 3 people, and we can see that in a video.
And literally, Louis Vuitton is 50 feet away from True Foods.
You're wrong. Again.
And I have a bone to pick, though, for real, with True Foods. True Foods Kitchen in Atlanta.
That's so now why am I in it? And you could have did it. See how I get wrong because you never apologized.
I'm definitely, this is... The fact that y'all allowed that dog to sit there in that chair and eat off that plate is trifling as and the mama is too.
The color that's already kind of
you nasty ass bastard!
Disgusting! Bitch. I said what I said, ho, it is what it is. I'm going to address it because it's a bunch of lies being told. And you did not write Lemmy's verse. 2 a.m. wrote Lemmy's verse. So should we get 2 a.m. in here too? And Terrius?
Now, 2am already spoke out a couple of months ago, and this is what he said. I'm doing it for is satisfied, but I can't sit back no more and let the media push fake narratives about Lemmy and Nat regarding this song because I know the whole truth and they do too. The song happened like this. I was at the studio that I'm always at just catching a vibe, and one of my interns said Natalie was here yesterday and she puts Lyrica on a song. Today, Lemmy is coming to do a verse. I go in the studio room, there are 2 writers. One of them wrote Lyrica's verse that's featured on the song with Natalie. No, she didn't even write her featured verse. Crazy, right? Which we already knew because she said...
Wrote my verse with one of my writers for what she had me do. And
the other guy is writing for Lemmy, but it was so bad I started writing a verse for him low-key in the corner because I just couldn't see him go out like that. Not for his first song. So my boy who co-owns the studio named Charles shows up and says, when Lemmy get here, nobody go in the studio until he get comfortable. I was like, smooth. I wasn't even familiar with who Lemmy was exactly, so I wasn't tripping. I just wanted to help out, and I didn't know he was like major until he showed up with 10 security guards. But okay, he shows up with his team and assistants. I just so happen to know one from Instagram named Antonio. He welcomed me in the room, but my boy who runs the studio, I wanted to respect, so I said, I'ma wait, but once he's seen I knew someone with them, he said, cool. Lemmy walks in, dabs up the writer, Lyricas sent over, me and the studio owner, they turn the beat on, and I quietly start rapping, Big Zeus. Everybody says that's fire, so I show Antonio, the dude who invited me in the room, the verse I was working on, and he said, oh, ish, show that to Lemmy. Grabs my phone and copy and paste it out my notes and sends it straight to Lemmy, a number receipt below. Big Zeus here, I'm the one who be writing all the checks. I got baddies in Africa, got baddies in US. Only thing I'm holding hostage is this money on a jet. The other writer then pitched in and said for the next bar, you want to win, get with me. Literally the only bar he came up with. This makes me think, is this the reason why Lemmy wanted to pay one of the writers a lower amount? Because only one of the writers came up with 1 bar.
I do nothing. He tried to pay one of the writers and forget that there's another writer who I'm very, very close to.
Right.
So the writer calls me and was like, how you going to just call him and don't call me? And I'm a part of the record. So he offered him a lower amount to give him the verse.
I said, that's dope, keep that since I was now considered the main writer. Lemmy then pitched in how he's from Detroit and wants to talk about that and went a bar about how they say he's messing with baddies, but he's not. And that's when me and him came up with worldwide, but from the D. Say them baddies into me, but I don't shit where I eat. And I proceed to finish the verse by myself with the last 2 bars making rumors about a G, but I always keep a P. Big Zeus you're gonna see when you cut on your TV. No one else wrote shit. Bro got his number 1 bar in. He was fully responsible though for just coaching Lemmy how to say it more confidently. He wasn't caring about not having no bars in it. He a DJ full time. He's just doing this for Lyrica. He was happy to be involved.
You ain't never wrote shit for me. Not one fucking nothing, bitch.
Well, Lyrica finally got the other writer online and he spoke his side, which a lot of us have been waiting to hear from him.
My DJ, he's also a songwriter. He does it all. He's just talented, okay? Give up props to him.
Likewise.
Were you one of the writers in the studio for the Baddie Bad song?
Overly.
So Natalie is on live saying that 2 a.m. is the only one that wrote that record. Get my words right. So in other words, you didn't have nothing to do with it. T'Challa didn't have nothing to do with it. Nobody else had nothing to do with it but her and 2 a.m.
Dang. let's get to the truth then. The truth is we had after she came in with this situation, we had full control over Lemmy's verse. We wrote Lemmy verse. We entirely wrote your verse that they ended up hating on. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
Because it was way too hard.
That verse was hard. We went in on that verse.
I seen a lot of folks trying to figure out like, well, why they ain't fuck with her verse? Why they ain't? It was too hard. It outdid the song. Like your verse it took over the record.
Period.
Now, guys, I got the verse before Natalie deleted it on Instagram, and she may try to copyright this video. And if that happens, that means you won't be able to hear this verse because I am going to mute it so she gets no money from this video, because artists always try to do that and it's so annoying. That's because you need to subscribe with notifications so as soon as my video goes up, you can watch it before it gets re-edited again, because people be complaining about stupid shit that I have to go back in the studio and edit. So, just so you know, if you can't hear it, it's because they try to copyright it or something. But this is the verse, her verse. Let me know what you think of it in the comment section below.
LYRICANDERSON, baby. I don't see you playing with your kids. Don't play with me. Pull up with the baddies in the bins. I'm getting cash like a bag. They pay to see my face. Coming fast, I'm out your lane. I'm on a PJ with your bag. Catching flights, it ain't no feelings, nigga. Yeah, I don't fight, my hoes got trigger fingers. Yeah, I just dropped 10,000 in Magic City. I got 20 bad bitches, yeah, they all with me. When I walk up in that bitch, that ass gon' dribble. Record it while I eat it. Now smile for the picture.
But I let 2 a.m. stay on that song. See, a lot of people don't understand. Like, I had full control over what Lemmy's verse came out like.
I'm glad you said all that.
Full control.
Yeah, exactly.
Full control.
Period.
2 a.m. came up with some lines, and guess what? 2 a.m. was in the room. Off of my knowledge, he's in the room based off of somebody that allowed him to be in the room.
Period.
So I'm like, cool, like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let him get some words off, whatever. Like, I'm gonna share the love. You feel me? Never do that again to y'all lame ass niggas. I'll never give y'all niggas opportunity again. But let him keep his words on there. You know what I'm saying? He came up with some cool shit or whatever. Let him keep his words on there. And I helped Lemmy do the rest of his verse.
So it's you, T'Challa, him, and was there any other writer?
And Lemmy. It was me, Lemmy.
So I just wanted to clarify that you were one of the writers on Baddie Bad, because Natalie's going around saying it's 2 a.m. only and her team and all this stuff.
Man, then with Lemmy verses, like, nigga, vocal produced his verse. Even with Natalie's part at the end and like helping her with her ad libs on, like, you feel me? We put the whole, she came in with the shit started, but we finished the record. We made it a record for real. You know what I'm saying?
And they kept your ad libs on the whole everything you were saying. That's him on the ad libs, y'all. So I just want to give y'all writers 101, music 101. This is how this works. You can't just like get rid of a writer because you feel like it. Oh, I'm just gonna say you didn't write on the song. That's not how it works. You have to credit all the writers. You have to credit everybody that's a part of the song. Yeah,
and since they want to do that, to be honest, like, they owe some paperwork. They owe some writing fees. They owe some production, some vocal production fees.
Fuck it.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it came out or not, I got a writing fee. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I come in that room, you got a writing fee. You show love because Natalie, your friend at the time, and
yeah, of course.
But like, you feel me? They owe that paper, and it's like, since they want to do this, let's take it there. Like, y'all owe some paperwork.
Niggas ain't got no paperwork, no money. You didn't get paid for your time. All that you did, T'Challa did, I did. Gave him studio time, set up the studio for 2 days, made sure mixing. And Natalie, you come to my table like you mad at me? I didn't even do nothing.
Now, according to the source, Lemmy tried to actually pay the other writers for their time, right? So studio time, what they call it, I guess, in the music industry, or writer time. Let me know in the comment section below if I'm wrong. But he was going to pay them behind the scenes.
Me, and I'm a part of the record, so he offered him a lower amount to give him the verse,
which turned out to be one writer, according to Lyrica.
I think he tried to pay one of the writers,
and what 2 Mil said, one writer came up with 1 bar. So it makes sense that he was trying to pay for someone's time. But it turns out the writers were trying to follow Lyrica's lead and go with the negotiation, because she was trying to negotiate 25 grand. She was overcharging, because it turns out that Lyrica had a session in the studio for free. She didn't even have to pay for the studio herself. This was said by another artist named FIFA, who was actually at the studio, and Lyrica's manager, who they were arguing in the comments when Lyrica made her post. Now, Guys, he never responded and said, oh no, she did pay for the studio or nothing like that. So there isn't any evidence to show that she did pay the studio or she didn't. However, in his initial post, he did say they didn't pay for the studio time not one time. They was at a studio based off Lyrica's relationship with the studio owner, which to me makes me think that she got a free session.
Paid my writers and myself for everything we did. I'm talking about studio time.
Now, instead of saying, oh, I did pay for the studio, Lyrica responded to the rapper by deflecting, threatening, and trying to take her credibility away by just saying, oh, she's a groupie, and responding in personal attacks.
Are you crazy? That shit is so disrespectful.
If she really pays, she should have no problem proving it, but since she hasn't, the most reasonable conclusion is that she didn't. And that lines up to exactly with what Natalie said from the start, that Lyrica was just being money hungry and trying to pull a money grab. She does mention mixes, and that could depend on how she did it or if she did it in-house. But at the end of the day, she showed no evidence of how much those mixes actually were.
And this is not giving, oh, one writer and we're going to roll with that. No, we're not going to lie.
And at the end of the day, I allowed to whatever the nigga name, I allowed him to be on the record. He ain't just get on the record. I had to cut the reference. See, if y'all don't know how songwriting goes, when people come in the studio that aren't artists for real or aren't really like that and don't know how to goddamn, you know what I'm saying, put their own swag on the beat, somebody puts the swag on the beat for them.
Yeah.
And then they re-rock the swag. They say the swag and they way whoop whoop. You feel what I'm saying?
Sure with.
Yeah, with Lil Wayne. And
who else? Okay, yeah, so period. We're not talking to no little Minnie Mouses over here. Everybody got clout and got something going for themselves.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, Law. Have a good day.